Hello, hello my beautiful friends, and welcome in Anna's Passion channel. Anna Labinek, that's my name. And welcome. If you are for the very first time here, I hope you will find something inspirational. I hope you'll find the tips to take away and implement it in your craft, because this is what we are here for. We are all learning from each other. We all inspiring each other. We all supporting each other. And I would love you to share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, whoever's actually in crafting, put in on your social media. And I would love this channel to grow. I would love to inspire more people, and I would love you to be here together with me. Without any further ado, as you can see, I've got a new hair. I've posted in my community tab. If you haven't visited yet, I've posted the new photo of me sitting at the hairdresser with all foils and having my hair done. So yes, if you're not visiting my community tab yet, I would love you to start visiting that tab, because from time to time I'm posting a little sneak peek what I'm doing behind the scenes, where I am, what am I up to. So if you would like to know me a little bit better, if you would like to get the idea what am I doing behind the scenes, doing my normal routine, running my normal life, then by all means feel free to pop over. And you can always message me, you can always comment it there, and I will be more than happy to read your comments. So without any further ado, I'm going to reverse the camera and we are about to start a Christmas project. I hope you will find this inspirational. Like I said, maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea, maybe it's not something what you would like to blobs, what you would usually do, but as you know, I absolutely love creating a sweet treats, and I absolutely love wrapping them nicely so it can be an additional little gift added on top of whatever you actually have planned, whatever you actually will be gifting to your friends. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go and reverse my camera, and we're gonna meet together at my desk, and we're gonna work on the project together. So let's do it. So welcome at my desk. As you can see, I've got a few bits and bobs already ready. I brought my leftovers actually from wonderful, beautiful collection Wintertime from Scrap Boys. I absolutely love and adore those paper, and I think this is one of my second favorite Christmas collection, except the first one of Scrap Boys Christmas collection, what I absolutely fell in love is Cotton Winter. It was my best of all what I actually had a chance to work with. It was released a couple of years ago. If it's still available on the market, then by all means feel free to grab it, because you will absolutely love those paper. So this is my second most beautiful, most enjoyable collection. I'm reaching out with Scrap Boys Wintertime collection. As you can see, I only have a few bits left here, so it's not much what I actually have to choose from. But on the other side, I also have a one sheet of this beautiful paper. This one is perfect for example, if you're creating the advent calendar. It's absolutely great because you have 25 numbers. I'm not really like something what I've ever done before, creating a Christmas calendar. It would have been nice to do, I suppose, but I just physically don't have time with working full-time, running 2 online businesses. I barely fit with everything around, but I absolutely love crafting. And I just couldn't resist not to come to you and not to share my inspiration for you. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use some of those and put those all together with decorating this beautiful Christmas gnomes. I found those cute little guys at Marks and Spencer, and I absolutely fell in love while I was shopping with my oldest son. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have to grab those, and I'm gonna create a sweet folders, so we can gift it to someone. And I think this is gonna be absolutely Gorgeous. Now you don't have to purchase those if obviously you don't have those available, whichever country you are at. Then you can find absolutely all the stuff what you can find on the shelves. It could be a box of chocolate, it could be a different size of a chocolate, whatever you have, whatever you feel for you want to work with. Then by all means you can just adjust the measurements of your folder and just work it with that. I absolutely love this one, and I thought I will share the inspiration with you working with this today. So let me just grab the information regarding the measurements what I will be using today. So for the folder for this box of chocolate of Noms, you will need a size A3 paper. And I always, absolutely always wanted to support and give a shout out for small businesses, because as we all know, the big companies, Tesco's for example, the Marks and Spencer's for example, the Sainsbury's and others listed so on, as well Amazon, they always will have a customers. But small businesses, they are absolutely need to have a shout out. They need to be highlighted, and it doesn't cost anything if you will recommend a small business to your friend, because they will go shopping and the business will have a customers, the business will continue to grow and will have a sale. Everybody will gonna be happy. You have a product, they have a sale, they've made a profit. So I always want to give it a shout out to small businesses, and exceptionally this is also is one of the companies I would like to give it a shout out. It's called Art Gecko Sketchbook. That's the company what I have, which I actually purchased in one of the stores. I'm not going to name which one store it is actually from, but I'm sure you can find those papers online. And if you do have any different company, different brand in your area, small business, then feel free to use those, but please always give a shout out to them as well. So without any further ado, I'm going to give you a measurements for this box of chocolates what I have for little Noms. So I have 27.7 centimeter in width, and then in length we have 8.7 first flap, then we have 2.1 centimeter at the edge, then we also have another 8.7 centimeter on another wall, and we also need another of 2.1 centimeter edge, and then we have 6.5 centimeter for the pocket. And we also would need 4 pieces of papers like this, which we pre-score in everything. So whichever the margin you would like to use to attach your flap for the pocket to obviously close it, then feel free to use it. This is what I pretty much eyeball it, but inside is the 2.1 centimeter, and I have 2 separate strips of 2.1 centimeter of the paper what I will be fitting, so there will not be a gap between the folders. I'm going to just exactly show you what I mean. So this is what I will be using, what I will be doing. As you can see, I've used a bit of a paper between it, so I don't have the gap. So basically what I've done, I've just scored the paper, I just glue it like this, and to avoid a hole in this corner, I just bend the paper like this, and that's what obviously helped me to prevent any gaps, and it looks like it's a nice proper box. So this is the simplest and the quickest, the easiest way how you can actually create a folder yourself. You don't have to have specific folders what you have to purchase them online. You have to, for example, invest in those. You can just easily and simply make in those. You just have to little step out of your comfort zone, step out of a box and do a little bit of a measurement. That's all what is really required, and I'm sure I don't have to teach you that. I'm sure all of you are capable of doing it. So without any further ado, I'm gonna just crack on and start working on this box, because I feel like I'm chit-chatting, and we're not moving, we're not doing anything. And probably you will say, oh, come on, let's do this, let's see what you are working on. So without any further ado, I'm gonna just pick up the largest pieces of the leftovers what I have, and then I will I will work with those. So I think I'm gonna just maybe I'm gonna use this this pink pattern paper. This is a really pretty one, and what I'm gonna do a simple decoration with them. So firstly, what I need to do, I need to measure the size of what I need to stick on my folder. And as you know, I always like to keep a little white margin. Whatever I'm creating, no exception, this is what I do. This is what I like. Now, if you would like to cover the whole paper, then by all means, feel free to do that. There's no wrong with that, whatever works for you. Okay, so this is what the measurement I would need for the top. Then I can just fold it to this side, so I will know I will need to have that much. And then from here I would need to have let's have a look. I would need to have just up here, and inside I'm gonna need just here. As you can see, I'm not really precise. I'm not really like, you know, super I don't know, like measure everything to the little single millimeter. If something's not gonna be quite you know, fitting, you can always go and cut it a little bit further. Okay, so that's why I always say, if you really want to do really precise measurements, then by all means, whatever works for you, then you know what is best for you. So I'm gonna just cut those strips, so I will know that I can apply those on top of my box. And inside of my chocolate folder, I think I'm gonna do something something a little bit different. Maybe I'm gonna use a different pattern paper inside, so it's not gonna be too pinky, but it's gonna be nice and Christmassy at the same time. Okay, so this is where I need to be. Okay, so that's where I have. And for the inside, I'm thinking I actually could use maybe this brown paper, and I think that will be just enough for me to fit that inside. Yes, let's try. Let's see where we're gonna go from here. So if I will do that just like there. Okay, yes, so that's west. And then for the second part, I'm just gonna take out this chocolates out. Okay, so we need this there. So if I will put this just here, bear with me a sec. Okay, so we need this, and whatever left over, I'm gonna just put it inside, so it will cover nicely the connection with this part. Okay, and I think this is just fine. This is just okay. I'm just gonna measure where do I need to cut here as well, and we can start working on our folder. Okay, so right, as you can see, you can easily use your leftovers. You can easily input things together, and I'm sure this is going to work absolutely fine for any project. And yes, I'm absolutely sure that you can come up with something really cool doing that. Okay, so let me just have a look. Okay, this is where we are. Sorry if my chit chat went a little bit off because I was concentrating cutting the paper. Right, okay, so I think this is gonna be just fine. What I need to do now, I'm just thinking if I'm gonna leave it like this, or if I will do a bit of an inking. Yeah, maybe we could do a bit of an inking. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just rub out the pencil marks what I have, and I've got a funky dinosaur rubber. This is my Marcel's rubber, what I pinched it to use. There we go. So I'm gonna just rub this off. There we go. Okay, we're good. I don't need to rub that really. Just the places there. Okay. Now I can just rub the marks wherever it's still visible on those papers. So the next step, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ink the edges of my papers, and I'm gonna just grab a couple of inks so I can go and do that. So bear with me a moment. I'll come back to you once I've got inks chosen. So I'm back, and I have inks. So I will be working with magenta hue and potting soil. I think these two will go really nicely together. So I'm gonna just go ahead and ink the edges a little bit to highlight them, and I think that's gonna be really nicely popping from the white margin. So I think that's gonna be really looking good on the whole folder. Now I'm just thinking if the closing I'm gonna do with the ribbon, if I'm gonna do with the magnet. I can't decide. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna figure that out in a moment while I will keep inking, and I will decide. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna just post the process of inking, because I don't think this is something what needs to be recorded fully, how to ink. So I'm gonna just put the post on the recording, and when I've inked everything, I will be coming back to you, and I will decide about the closing of my folder, if it's gonna be closing with the ribbon, or if it's gonna be closing with the magnets. I'm not really sure, but I will figure that out once the inking is complete. So I will meet you in a moment, my lovely friends. Back to you, my lovely friends. So I've made a decision, and I've decided that I'm gonna do a closing with the ribbon, and I have this beautiful silver ribbon, really shimmery, really nice, and I thought it's gonna look really nice on the Christmas project. So I'm gonna just cut 2 lengths of the ribbon, because we have to attach the ribbon first before we can start working further on our folder and start attaching the papers on our folder. So I'm just gonna cut it. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of my ribbon. It's just fell off on the floor, so I'm gonna have to sort that in a moment. Put that on side for now. But firstly, what I need to start attaching my papers, and for that I'm gonna just reach out for the tacky glue. I have this great glue from Stamperia. This is one of my favorite glues what I have. What I love about it, it dries clear, so it's always also good to apply on, for example, if you're making your papers, if you're making flowers, you can always apply on your flowers, and you can always add, for example, glitter or something else on top, and yes, it's gonna look good. and it dries clear, so it will not give you like, for example, a strange shimmery look, for example, or anything else, or yellow stains, as I suppose that could happen as well. So I'm gonna just stick those pieces inside. There we go. And then we're gonna attach the elements on top. There we go. So this is what we have. Okay, perfect. And the last piece gonna go here. Now you can be really gentle with the glue if you want to be really gentle, but please remember that it's on the edges, it will not leak through, because if it does and you're not using the glue that's dries clear, then you can potentially end up with having glue stains. So just be mindful of that. And yeah, just a little tip, if that's something what you think you can take away and it will benefit you. Okay, so I have my inside ready, and I can work on outside. Yes, and I will need a one piece to go either inside here like this, or I will go just totally out of a blue and create it with a different one. And I think this one will be just absolutely fine. I think this one will complement everything nicely together. So we're gonna just go with the flow. This one's even nice as well. So we're gonna just maybe it's gonna be too much. Maybe I just use the same one. Yeah, go on, then I will use the same one. Okay, so I'm gonna just measure a little bit here. What do I need? And then we can just ink it and stick it. Ooh, too far. Okay, that will be just fine. Okay, so that's how much I would need. Let's bring my paper trimmer back. I need to bring my ink back. Ink these elements. As you can see, I'm working quite spontaneously. I don't have anything particular planned. I don't have anything particular like strictly organized. I'm just loosely keep chatting to you and working along. And I found it myself that's what you're enjoying as well, rather than just being like I don't know, just so stressed and was like being really like perfect with all the videos, like, you know, working to all the details. But no, not really, because no one's perfect. No one have to be like super stressed about it. And what I also will tell you, and I will share with you, that the first videos what I've been recording, they were really fast forward, and there wasn't any voice, there was just the music on the background. And the reason being because I was testing and I wasn't really sure if that's going to be okay. And also on another side of what I need to share with you, I was really shy and I was really scared to be speaking in front of camera. And also I will share a little secret with you. A few years ago, I've made a decision that I have to invest in myself. I really have to invest in myself and make myself feel and look better. Because my smile wasn't so perfect, I had a really bad smile, and I decided that I have to sort this out. Because when I was looking in a camera, when I was taking any photo of myself, it always comes to the point that I felt like this is not nice. This is not the nice look. And when I smile, I never smiled fully. I always like had a half a smile. So I decided I need to change that, and I need to be better. I need to do something nicer. So this is the folder inside, and outside I'm gonna just put my box of chocolate inside so it will be holding it in place better. And outside I'm gonna just firstly stick the ribbon down there. So put a generous amount of a glue so it will hold in place nicely. That's one, and that is two. There we go. That's two. And now I can go ahead and stick the papers down. Okay, perfect. You can see I not even had to measure when I'm sticking them. Okay, cool. Right, okay, without any further ado, I'm gonna just stick those down. And now I'm gonna be thinking about the top layer. As you know, I always like to create a layered project. My project have to be dimensional. Well, my project have to have details. My project have to have flowers. It have to be bulky. And yeah, this is what I like. This is what I enjoy. So obviously, when you will be gifting something like this, you either consider the gift bag or back to you, my lovely friends. I'm not really even sure where the video has stopped because I had to clear the camera, so I'm not really sure where the video obviously stopped recording. But once I've cleared the memory card, this is what the box we have so far. So you haven't actually missed anything. I just literally stick the paper on my box, on my folder. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with this nice and green paper. This is really nice, beautiful, like a faded, inkish, waterish effect color. And I really like this one. So I think I'm gonna just chance it, and I'm gonna go with this, and I'm gonna just create the top panel on here. So this is what I have. Okay, I know it's a little bit short. Yes, I do know it's a little bit short, but I also have this pattern paper, which is actually inside of the box as well. Marcel, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just coughing.
Okay. And I think I'm gonna just create a little bit like a patchwork here. And hello. And I'm gonna just, you're playing Roblox. I'm gonna just create a bit of a patchwork here, and I will stick those two as well on here. So I think this is gonna be really something different. This is gonna be something what I haven't done. I haven't actually create. So I thought, well, just be a little bit different. And because we are using leftover papers, I think this is gonna be also good. Why not? Why do we have to be just super precise? Why do we have to create something like super perfect when we can just use and create something different? And yeah, this is what I'm also aiming for today. So what I'm going to do, I have these little strips of paper which I will stick on here and on here, and I think this is gonna be really nice, really different. Why not? Let's do it. Let's see what's gonna give us at the end. And I also think on top of the panel, it will be a bit of a mixed media happening. You know how much I love mixed media. It cannot be bland, it cannot be simple. It has to have a bit of a treat here with a mixed media touch. So I'm gonna just measure where do I want the front panel to go.
Mom, did somebody fall?
6, 5. No, okay, it's gonna be just somewhere here. So if I will make a little marks, this is where I need to stick those two pieces. Yeah, this is what I can go ahead and get done. But beforehand, I also want to raise them a little bit, and I'm gonna just grab a bit of the cardboard. Yes, I think I'm gonna just use a bit of a cardboard. You can use, for example, foam tape. You can use foam squares, whatever you have, whatever you want to, whatever you fancy. The choice is yours. Feel free to grab it and feel free to use it, whatever you fancy. Marcel, you okay?
Yeah.
Just checking on you. Okay, so I have my cardboard here. So I'm gonna just cut small strips like so. Okay, it's hard to cut the cardboard, by the way.
It's not hard.
Yes, it's hard because it's really stiff.
Oh, scissors is not.
Yes, of course. That's what I'm doing, darling. Okay.
You're not even doing it with scissors.
I am. Right, okay, you do your bit and I'm doing my bit. Yeah. Okay. Right, so I'm gonna just grab these. There we go. So we have that going on one, and that's gonna be on another. Okay. Right, that will be just fine. That will be just fine. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick them down like so. Okay, I'm gonna just spread the glue. There we go. So I can just go and stick maybe all the way around, maybe this way, like so. Okay, so we have this here, and we're gonna have another one just here, like that. Yes, maybe that way. Okay. Marcel, you okay?
Just coughing.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Right, okay, so we have that. And I'm gonna cut a bit of a cardboard on my panel so we can stick that underneath as well, just to secure it. And I think I'm gonna just create those smaller elements like this, and I will add a bit of a stamping. I will add a bit of a texture before I will start and working on the composition. So I'm gonna just move that aside for a moment while I'm working on those. I'm gonna just put the lid on my glue so it's not drying, and I'm gonna look through my stencils and stamps, and I will create a bit of a background, a little bit of fun here. So I will be back in a moment when I've got my tools ready, and you can also do the same. You can pause the video, you can go through your suppliers, you can go through your tools, and we can meet and work on this further together. So I'm back, and I will be working on this panel. I have two inks, Mowed Lawn. This is a Distress Oxide one, and I will be continuing stamping with potting soil as well. I have a couple of stamps. This is my one of kind of first ones what I got for Christmas, Dovecraft. This is quite old stamp what I have in my stash for quite a number of years. And I also absolutely love and adore this stamp from BoBunny, the script stamp, absolutely perfect. But today I will actually go for a different one. I will go for this music notes. Yes, let's create a nice background with the stamps, with the two different designs. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna just grab this musical stamp. I'm not sure which way does that face in now once I took it out from the package. Okay, I think it goes this way. So I'm gonna do a bit of a stamping with brown using this stamp like that. Like that. Doesn't have to be super perfect, super precise, because we will be adding texture on top, we will be adding more details, we will be working on this further. So there we go. If it's not perfect, that's fine, don't worry about it. This precision is better, absolutely is better. And I'm gonna grab this snowflake one as well. And I'm going to do a bit of a stamping with the green mowed lawn color. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is nice and juicy. Perfect. I like that. I like that. This is gonna be just so super fun. Right, okay, that will be just more than enough. That will be just absolutely fine. So that's for now. Family's home now from school, from work. So the next step, what I will need, I will create a bit of a texture, and I absolutely, Marcel, you okay? Go on and get your dinner, thank you.
No.
Go and get your dinner, darling.
No.
I absolutely love this star stencil from Slimline collection. This one is from Crafter Workshop. If you don't know yet, then I will let you know that I am one of the Crafter Workshop brand ambassadors, and I've been working closely with Crafter Workshop for a number of years now. So yes, I have a privilege to have different products and test different products, and also recommend it to you as well. So yes, the Crafter Workshop. So I'm gonna go and create the background with this beautiful stencil, and I will apply modeling paste, and to add a bit of a bling to it, I'm gonna sprinkle on top a bit of a glitter. You know, Christmas without the bling, it cannot be Christmas, right? We have to have a bling happening. So therefore I'm gonna sprinkle a bit of a glitter. I'm creating a texture using the modeling paste and the stencil. There you go. Right.
Are you gonna add some glitter?
And I'm gonna add some glitter, absolutely.
I'm adding glitter.
You adding glitter? You're gonna add the glitter for me?
Why does it have to be white?
It's a nice, beautiful glitter. That is the best glitter I love and I enjoy, because it's really, really fine glitter.
I want to choose a different glitter.
No, I'd like this one. If you want to sparkle it for me, then
choose a different glitter.
I would like that one. Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Mr. Bossy. Mr. Boss is here. Can you tell?
I'm choosing this one.
Mr. Bossy.
I'm choosing a different one.
Right, okay. So let me just reveal the texture. Okay, so we have these beautiful stars. Let me just move that aside, so I will clean my stencil in a moment. I'll go and wash it. Right, okay, if you want to do it, then please do it. And no arguments, because that's the one Mummy picked, and that's the one I want, okay? Thank you, that's really nice. Thank you. Don't go mad with that. Okay.
Hey, I want some more.
That's okay, that's enough.
Wait, one more.
One more, okay? Mr. Boss is here. Right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now you can go and get your dinner. Thank you. No, not here. Mr. Boss, right? Can you tell?
Eating dinner.
Okay, then you're gonna be hungry.
No, because I'm something else so hot.
I'm gonna just get the excess off. And look at that. This is just so beautiful, so yummy, shimmery. Ay, 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 I absolutely love that. So I'm gonna leave that to dry. I'm gonna clean my stencil. I'm gonna put the excess of my glitter back in the jar, and I will wait for this to dry. And I also will fussy cut my elements, what I will be using for decoration. I will pick some chipboard for poinsettias, the beautiful frosty poinsettias from my last tutorial. If you haven't watched this tutorial yet, then I would recommend you to check it out, because these are really nice, funky, frosty poinsettias, what you can get inspiration from. And then I will meet you, and we will be working on this panel to creating composition. So I will meet you in a moment or two. So everything is dry now. We've got our lovely background, sparkly background ready, and we can start building the composition. So I've got a couple of elements what I've cut out from the elements from the collection. I think I will use this squirrel, and I think I'm gonna use this gingerbread. What else can I use? I'm not really sure. Maybe, I don't know. We shall see. So I have these for now, and I have this branch, and I have this cute chipboard from Wycinanka. This is a Polish brand, and I absolutely love this vintage car with the parcels, with the packages on top, with the presents on top, and I really want to use this one on my project. So I'm gonna get my chipboard out, and I'm gonna just try it out to see how it is gonna look like. So we have this one, and I think it's really cool. We have another 2 cars available in this set, and I think I'm gonna go with this with the parcels. And I have these wooden chipboards as well, and I will go with the presents as well, so it will match up nicely with the rest of the elements. And yes, I think I'm gonna put the squirrel in the corner here, so the squirrel kind of like sitting on a branch maybe. Yeah, okay, without any further ado, I'm gonna just get my hot glue plugged in, and I'm gonna start working on my composition to see where am I gonna go from here. Let's grab the stick, because I will need a stick. And yes, I will need a poinsettias. Ooh, look at that. I like that already. I do like that already. This is just so super cool, I think. Even if it's only I say it. Let's see. This will go here. Then the ginger bread can go there. Yes, I do like that. Yes, and then we can add some branches in between. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Right, so I'm just gonna wait for my hot glue gun to warm up, and I'm just gonna crack on with sticking elements together. Okay, back to you, and my hot glue gun is all heat up now. It's all ready to go. So without any further ado, I'm gonna just start and getting my elements ready. Oh, my glue stick is stuck here. Okay, so I'm gonna just start and attaching my elements. What I would need to raise it up. There we go. One here, and maybe one here. Okay, so let's just stick my squirrel. My squirrel goes here in the corner. Okay, that looks good. I can just move my poinsettias for time being. There we go. And I think I'm gonna just go and stick my car. There we go, like that. And my present, my cool present as well, like that. Here we go. Okay, now I can stick a piece of chipboard to this branch, and I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna just go with the flow, and we will see. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna just get my composition belt with all my elements, what I have so far here. There will be few more elements what I will bring as well to get my composition together. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hold. Okay, a little bit more. There we go, that's better. Right, we can raise this slightly. Okay, like that. Perfect, I like it that way. Right, okay, I'm gonna put my branch on side here, like that. It's nicely picking through, and I think this can go nicely here. Yes, definitely can go there. And I need a few elements to put in between the composition as well. And maybe put some branches there as well, I think. Let me just grab a few bits and pieces. And in fact, I have this Christmas tree, and I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna scream at me, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna just chop it into small pieces like that. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just fill my composition with the Christmas tree elements, like so. I think that will look cool. Let's see, where's that gonna go? Okay, where's this gonna go? Like so. Okay, I like that. I think that's coming along really nicely. I do like it. I do like it. Call me crazy, but I like it. Okay, if that will go just between, okay, yeah, that looks cool to me. If I will put that just between these, okay, that looks good. That looks really good. One more. There we go. I kind of like it. Or maybe I can put it just here. Okay, that looks better there. One more. Okay, what about if I get this branch? If I will get this branch, yeah, that will be just nicely picking it through. And I think this is it. This is what I really needed. There we go. Gonna just get these elements in, like that. Okay, that will look really cool. I like it. I hope you like it too. You're probably thinking, oh, you just destroyed Christmas tree. Well, yes and no, because I have extra elements where I can fit and build my composition with. So I don't think this is actually gone too bad at all. I don't think that's gone too bad at all. There we go. If I will fit you just here. Okay, I really like that. I do like that. Okay, what else do I need? I think I need a few branches. And I have these cute branches from Lady E Design Dies. I've cut them already. So I'm gonna just bring the ink and I'm gonna just ink them up. I'm just thinking which ink will I go with. I've got my perfect green ink. Let me just go and grab it. That will be the Pillet paint. This is perfect green. What I think I'm gonna just use for this project. Right. I hope you're keeping the pace. I hope you're keeping the work with me, and you enjoying that what I'm creating. There we go. So I have a bit of this pale Pillet paint. There we go, like so. Okay, and I think that will really nicely finish it all up for me. I think that will just be the final touches what I need for this project, if I am honest with you, my beautiful friends. And yes, so I'm gonna just grab a few. Right. I have plenty of glue strings everywhere. Right. Look at that. I absolutely love that. Okay, if I will get this there, this can go just maybe, I'm just thinking out loud, maybe here. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of good to me. Maybe one more there. Yes, I like that. And one more just here. Okay, and I think this is it. This is it. Let's just stick those down before I change my mind. Let's just stick those down. My memory card was flashing, and honestly that does give me a little bit of a headache lately now. I'm gonna have to think about something something to improve to get that organized, because it's just in the middle of recording when it stops, and then I have to just go back to it and clear the card and then go back to it. I don't know where I was stopping and all that. I just need to figure something out and get that organized, get that done really, because I think this is not really benefiting for my tutorial, for you. I think that you might find it that distracting as well. I'm not really sure how does that affect in you, but I think it does really make a bit of an impact on my videos. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to do something there. Okay, so we are almost finishing this chocolate folder project, and I must say this is really looking cool. I like it, except those glue strings everywhere. That's not what I do like, but hey, when you're working with a hot glue gun, I suppose this is what you should be expecting in a way. I think I will just use these as well. Yeah, why not? Oh gosh, yeah, that's gonna be just the perfect finish. Yes, let's do this. You see, just in instinct how nicely that has worked out. Okay, so this can fit there. And to be honest, I do like that. I do like that. Just gonna have to go and just pull this glue strings off when I finish this panel. The final thing what we need to do is we need to attach our panel to the box, really, and therefore I need to add those gibberts at the back to level it up with the rest of the elements I do have, and that will be just a final bit to finish this tutorial. I hope you had a good time, even though maybe it was a bit disturbing at some point. Maybe it was a little bit challenging with my memory card flashing and all that, with a little bit of a family disruption in the background too, but I hope you don't mind. You know, when you run your craft, when you've got limited time and whatever, it is a bit of a challenge sometimes. So yes, I hope you don't mind, and that is not something what would really affect you in any way. Oh my gosh, this is looking really good. I do like it. Sorry, I put it upside down, aren't I? Right, okay, yes, I do like that. So I'm gonna just get my glue. I'm gonna add a bit of a glue to the back, like so. And this is our folder, this is our project. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time and got inspired most of all. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Let me just bring it to you closer. And I think this patchwork looks really cool, looks really interesting. So we've got like a layers, like a bottom, middle and a top one, although they are on the same level. But yeah, I think that looks really interesting. To be honest, I don't need to add any title because I think it's really self-explanatory what it's all about. So it's about Christmas, right? Inside, if you want to, you can add a white card and write a message to the recipient. You don't have to if you don't want to. I think either way it's really good. And we've got a box of chocolates with cute gnomes inside. We can write a message to the recipient here if you like, whichever works for you, whichever you fancy. To be honest, is the message really needed? Well, it's individual, whichever you do decide. I'll leave that to you to decide. And yes, I hope you enjoy this process. I hope you find some tips and ideas what you can do. This is where you can just knot it and make a nice bow together. There we go. Just the final touches. There we go. I think this is really cool, really funky, really nice, really Christmassy. So I hope this is gonna inspire you to grab your papers. Just once again, if you missed it, it's a wintertime collection from Scrap Boys. If you don't have this collection, it's really beautiful and I absolutely love and enjoy working with these collections. Scrap Boys has released new collections. I don't have them yet. I'm not sure if I will be able to get them. Like I said, I am very limited with craft lately. Running 2 businesses online, it is a bit of time consuming. On site I also work full time, kids and everything. But yeah, the bills will not get paid themselves. So this is what you have to do. You have to just build the boundaries. You have to do a bit of a sacrificing here and there. And yes, that will be all from me to you today, my beautiful friends. I hope you had a good time, and once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you would like to share this project on your social media with your friends, to get them inspired, to get them watch my video, to get them maybe learn a few tips and ideas from myself, that will be the biggest pleasure. And yes, this community absolutely will grow, and I'm sending you, all of you, love from me to you, wherever your country is. I hope you're having a good time, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whichever the time you have been watching my tutorial. I hope it was enjoyable. So without any further rumble of me, without any further chit chat, I'll talk to you soon in the next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.